back to the Diabetic Diet Show. Today's show is Chicken Ginger, show number 201. This is a fairly easy recipe. It just involves cooking up some chicken in oil and some pasta noodles. We do have some ingredients to go over, so let's start out talking about 10 ounces of chopped chicken breast. About 3 ounces of Shishito peppers as an option. I'm not using them. 1 tablespoon of an oil. It could be sesame oil or it could be a peanut oil. Either one of those would work. You'll need some starch. So about 1/4 cup of cornstarch. You'll need about 1/2 cup of long grain rice, 2 cloves of garlic, a tablespoon of rice vinegar, 1/4 cup of Hoisin sauce. Hoisin sauce is basically like soy sauce. It's a heavy soy sauce. You could probably substitute soy sauce. And then you need scallions. If there's 2 of you, you probably should use 2. I'm just going to use 1 scallion today. You'll need a piece of ginger. Now ginger I keep in the freezer like this, and if it's frozen you're going to want to scrape it. Now mine I took out and it's fairly thawed by now, so I can literally just take my scraper, cut down like that, and then I have a piece. You know, this is kind of a strong spice, so don't use a lot of it. Put it on the side, maybe, so you're comfortable with it. Just scrape it with a spoon if it's frozen. Okay, next you're going to need some Gochujang, which is hard for me to say, but it's basically like a jelly. That's the best way, a marmalade or a jelly. You can research that. You'll find the actual word at my website, which is jamestdds.blogspot.com. And you don't have to write the stuff down because it's all listed right there for you. You can watch and enjoy the show. Now also don't forget there in the lower right hand corner, click on the subscribe button so you can see the rest of my videos and the new ones that are coming. And if you hit that little bell button, when I drop a new video, you'll get notified. So back to the cooking. I'm going to start out by cooking my pasta noodles. Because I prefer pasta noodles to rice, although this being an Asian dinner, you may opt for the rice. And that's why I do have the cup of rice. So rice or noodles, whatever your preference is. So let's start out with getting the pan going. And the first step, as always, is to do your oil. So let's get the oil in the pan, just like that. Let's also, on another burner, let's get our water boiling for our rice. So I put this in, when it starts boiling, put your rice in for about 12 to 14 minutes. Turn off the heat and leave it covered. Squirting your honey inside the hot pan and then putting in your other ingredients. Pretty simple. Spoon the stuff in. Sure makes things easy to have it pre-measured out. Makes this project go a lot faster. Makes dinner go a lot faster. If there's something you can do in advance, I recommend it. It smells good. Smells pretty good. That's the exciting part, is getting to smell all this. I'm cooking, and of course getting to eat it all. Now, what you want to do is to take the tops of these, just like that. Get to some good clean material. Cut off the bottom, and you want to cut off the part that you're going to cook. Just like that. Oh, the scraper works pretty good, don't it? Okay. Get those going. Then I grab a paring knife. I skip the middle part, and the greens are next. This is a topping. Still haven't put in my ginger or garlic. Hold off for a few minutes if you can, so that it doesn't burn, because you want to get this stuff going. You want to get those onions going first. Then you can do your garlic and your ginger. These you have to roll like this. Knock the ends off them. After you do that, I put them in my container with my lid. Who's the guy that made the lid only fit one way? That just knocks off the paper. Pinch that paper and all this. Let's get rid of this. Then I'm just going to cut these up. Sometimes, depending on the garlic, it's hard to get the paper off. Sometimes it's real easy, sometimes it's hard. Doesn't seem to be much of a rhyme or reason to it. If you got any bad garlic, just pitch it. Garlic's plentiful. You keep eating it, they'll keep making it. Those going. Now the ginger. I'm going to knock off this other part of the root here. I don't really want that much ginger. I just want good ginger. Cooked a meal once. One time I put in too much ginger. That was a surprise. If you've ever cooked a meal, like I cooked a meal and I put in too much salt once, that was a surprise. Or too much soy sauce. I knew somebody once that made cookies, and instead of several tablespoons put in cups of sugar. That was a big surprise. Alright, this stuff is looking good. The next thing we need to do is to get our chicken in here. With the chicken in the pan, I can stir it around in the ingredients. I can roll it around. I've been cooking it for a minute or two here. Just like that. And you have some of the cornstarch you can put on it. Roll it around in there. Makes a nice thick roux. Just like that. Roll it over. Just spinning it around here. Just stick my fork in the top and I spin it around in here. That way it doesn't beat up or mess up the meat, but just kind of mixing it all up. There you go, that's looking pretty good. Let's throw the lid on this and let this sit for a little bit. The water is boiling, so let's get the rice in there. Let it sit in that boiling water for, could be 10 to 12 minutes. You'll have to check it, fluff it with a fork. Now that the chicken and the rice is all done cooking, let's go ahead and get it served up. It's looking good. So I have some rice. Stir it up a little bit here just to make sure it's not too terribly sticky. Have it on the edge of the pan. I like to serve everything right in the middle of the dish. Then I level it out like this. Then I take my chicken and park him right in the center like that. And I take my extra toppings that I have. Just kind of scraping everything all in a nice little sticky pile. Down there like that. But wait, there's more. You order before midnight, you get a Ginsu knife. Not really. What you have is some of these little onions, just like that. Well, I think this is going to be a delicious meal because I gotta tell you, it smells great. That's my show. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye for now.